Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? CJC presents WandA Workouts and Anime, and today we have a chapter review to get to. Very emotional, but before we get started, just so you know, I believe from now until the new year, we are going to be going on a bi-weekly schedule. So there will be no chapter coming out next, or I guess this week by the time you see it. There will be one coming out on the 23rd, or just, the few days before Christmas. So that's the next time we will get a chapter, or I think the week of, one or the other. But yes, won't be getting a chapter until then. In other news, just a quick news recap, we do have some unfortunate news that Kazuki Yao, I believe his name, Kazuki Yao, the original voice actor of Franky, it is a late night by the time I'm recording this, is unfortunately retiring. One Piece did go on a 6-month break, the anime rather, and we are getting a new replacement for Franky, possibly Bone Clay, who whenever we see Bone Clay next in the manga. But we are getting a new announcement on that December 22nd, so stay tuned for that. I might be doing a Jump Festa, maybe not a stream, but definitely some catch-up videos. Maybe they will reveal a new game for One Piece, right? Who knows? But with that being said, let us now finally get into the chapter review. First off, we have to start off with the cover story, because this cover story is interesting, in which we find out who kidnapped the sword? Maybe. I don't know. But Hold'em is attacking. I don't know how serious of a threat Hold'em is. But I guess the effect of the Kibidango, which assisted during the main war, has finally worn off. Which it's been a while, so now we know where that is, and possibly where the other beast pirates might lie after, the effects of the Kibidango being worn off. But of course, we start the chapter with a very, very sad backstory into Robin's, time between her as a kid to, before her time with the Straw Hats. And I wish we got more of that, because we only really got half of the chapter, and it's honestly so sad. I mean, we really haven't gotten something like this since, Kuma's backstory, and it's very rare that we get, like, an insight into the Straw Hats. I mean, it's been a very long time since we've gotten such insight, and I hope we get to see more of that going forward from, this arc and beyond, right? Especially in this arc where, not really a ton of new characters being introduced. This is really just the Straw Hats finally making it to Elbaf. And let me tell you, man, this island is fucking gorgeous. I mean, it is so majestic in the way that they're handling things. You got ships freaking flying. Not flying, but like, rowing on a sea of clouds. It's honestly gorgeous. And I'm just loving what I'm seeing overall. It's been a real pleasure of what Oda has been able to showcase for Elbaf. But we must now address the controversy regarding Saul's reunion. I love how they handled the reunion, how Oda did the reunion. It was fantastic. It was a tearjerker. There's nothing that can take me away from the moment. But I do have to say, the only real disappointing factor is the fact that, yes, Saul shouldn't be alive. I just think there should be consequences that need to be kept. I don't know how Saul's presence will be in the story going forward. Perhaps Saul actually dies this arc, and that kind of sets the stakes going forward. We'll kind of see, but I really do love the interaction, and maybe that's why Robin got the haircut, just to make sure she's recognizable, because once Saul's like, hey, did I get you? Guess not. And then you have the the image of Robin as a kid with a similar hairstyle, and Robin now, of course. So of course, she wanted to look good for Saul. You know what I'm saying? Incoming fanfic, right? Please no. But yeah, I genuinely love the emotion. Nothing too crazy. It was just a very, very touching reunion, and honestly, there's nothing more I can really ask for regarding this reunion. I think it was handled very well. The only issue I'm going to have is, look, I think Saul should have died. I think he should have stayed dead. But we'll kind of see how his character is going to be handled going forward. Will Saul die? Will he actually be the consequence of the upcoming final battle, right? We'll kind of see what happens, and it's touching. I wish we got to see more of Robin's time, because I'm kind of curious, right? Like, how did she end up with Crocodile? You know what I mean? Like, I think there's so much, and just the glimpses that we got in this chapter, I think, are just eye-opening, and it's really sad. I genuinely love this chapter, and the fact that, over time we get to slowly but surely see Robin's guard being let down to the point where, like, she's very cheerful in this chapter, and, just all for it to accumulate and then for her to just break down. It's powerful. Very, very powerful. And of course, all the Straw Hats are, feeling that for her, and it's fantastic to see them all come together. So I hope this continues going forward. Not the tearjerkers, of course, but more so us being shown the Straw Hats camaraderie, especially in this arc, because the past few arcs have Straw Hats been freaking third or fourth characters, when they should be the main focus. And I hope in this arc they continue to be the main focus. So we'll see what they have to say regarding other characters, and well, not what they have to say, but showcase especially Usopp. This was a fantastic character moment for Robin, getting to her background and things of that nature. Of course, the reunion, but we need to see stuff from Usopp this arc. So fingers crossed, we'll kind of see how that goes. That being said, I'll see you in the comment section below, and of course in the next video. Peace.